Hey guys, it's Sarah from New England Junk Journals, and I'm coming on for a Thrifty Thursday video today. Thrifty Thursday is an open collab that's hosted by Sheree at Turquoise Dreaming, and hashtag Thrifted Treasures is another open collab hosted by Dale over at Not Too Shabby Chic. And today's Thrifty Thursday, Thrifted Treasures, is all coming to you, I believe, exclusively from my transfer station. I've been collecting stuff, and I have built up quite a pile in my dining room that I have to make a few videos and move these things along between the transfer station, yard sailing, and book sales, and different things like that, thrift stores. I do have quite a collection of items that I do need to migrate down to my craft room. So before they can go down, I need to do a video. So today we're gonna start out looking at this big pile of fabric that somebody had, these scraps from their sewing project, I assume, and they had just left their scraps, and I said, well, I don't mind if I do. So we've got really pretty fabric there, and again, they're just like randomly cut pieces, but I'll definitely be able to use them. It's a pretty red, white, and blue floral. And there's a couple of random pieces of this one. Looks like some reproduction fabric, I believe, of some vintage patterns. There's a piece with these beautiful flowers on them. Some purple and orange and blue. Most of these, I think, are predominantly, I think they're all florals. But I love this white and blue floral print. And this obviously was cut out, intended to be something, but they never got around. It looks like a bib, maybe? Possibly? I don't know. And these were all cut with the same kind of pattern. Again, it looks like it could have been for the collar of something like a bib. There's a few pieces of this. I'm not sure if this is the way, maybe this way. But that's really pretty, very naturalist kind of fabric. They all give me like a very vintage vibe to them. I'd say 90% of them do anyway. Very big piece of this one. Nice country pattern. And there's a couple of these. And lots of just strings. This one's pretty delicate. I like the colors. Delicate pattern, I should say. There are a couple with these little rosebuds. pearls there. I've seen those already. It's a nice pretty white and blue. Oh, I thought that was hemmed already. I was like, oh, interesting. But again, these would look really great in like a country farm journal, I think. A lot of them. And let's see. Yep, these are all the same. It's a paisley. There's this country brown. This I think we just saw a little bit ago, but it's the like little, maybe rose buds. Tiny little flowers anyway. And then, let's see. It's a nice floral. Quilted design. And there's larger pinked squares, black cabbage roses. Oh, random piece of green. And these all have to get washed because they were just kind of all thrown together outside in a box. I'm not sure if they were samples or she just had cut them into these nice rectangles, all pinked. Some different colorways of this checked fabric. Some of those cabbage roses in different colorways. This is not a floral. Very artsy. I want to say 80s. Got feathers. Okay, trying to go faster through here, guys, because don't want it to take all of our time. This one's kind of funky. The tropical fruit. And then we've got kind of these tribal prints. Some checks. And then one more of this tropical fruit in blue. And that is all the fabric. I did find this unopened package of cotton twine. I think it's crochet cotton. And then I'm gonna do the two biggest items to kind of get these out of the way. So there was this big file box. It says inventory. And the cover's kind of coming apart. But let's see. In the front were all of these tab dividers. And this is that like pressed, like very sturdy material with these metal labels on them. I thought those were really cool. That'd be a fun journal cover. I've seen Diane over at Pretty Pink Cottage use, I think she had much bigger pieces than this, but she's definitely made journal covers with them and they've come out really great. And then I think there's two different, or maybe not. Maybe they're all the same thing. It's just these like inventory cards. Blank on the back, but you've got a variety of little columns. On order, vendor style description, cost, all these different inventory cards. And I mean, that is a lot of them. I do have in the back here, I believe, ones that are upside down. Okay, so these have been filled in already. So probably about this much. They have been filled in. They're blank on the back and they've got all kinds of different inventory. I have absolutely no idea what they were used for other than just like, it looks like general houseware. Maybe it was antiques, inventory for an antique store. Not quite sure. But I have quite a lot of them. I have a feeling that I'll be putting a whole bunch of these in my shop and spreading them around. The next large item, was this Webster's Third International Dictionary. This is from 1966 and it is massive and just so heavy, but it's got really, really, really big pages. And I thought that I might put these in with the junk journal paper packs that I am prepping to do. I'm doing a bunch of vintage paper packs. That is going to be my next big project. I'm hoping to clear out my inventory. Probably by the time this airs, I will have already done all of that stuff because I tend to film ahead a little bit. So lately I've just been using it as like a book press. It's just so massive. Let's see. Another item I got. Impulse Craft full color iron-on transfers. Look how cute that is. And it's just one, but I thought that would look really, really cute as the center in a signature, maybe a nature journal or a dog journal. I'm not sure yet, but I'm not rushing to do anything with it, but I thought that'd be really cute. Another thing I found was this double bridge. Oh, I looked it up. What was it called? Double bridge tray, I guess. So there's a slot for, I guess, everybody's hand or so. I don't know how to play double bridge. I just know that that's what this goes to. There's some really unique cards in it. But I think it is kind of old because the newer ones use like a plastic or a metal for their trays instead of this pressed cardboard. Here's just a little book. It says Unlock Your Dreams, and it is blank inside. but I liked the back and the front. I thought I could maybe make some nice journaling cards with the front and back covers. And then of course they had a couple of these, The Tale of Peter Rabbit and Benjamin Bunny. And I don't think these books are vintage, but I always like Beatrix Potter illustrations. Yeah, 92, this edition. So yes, technically vintage, but not vintage vintage. Oh, I found this new Joys of Jello recipe book, which it's just very interesting. I haven't tried to clean the cover. I'm sure it will clean up a little bit better than this. But inside there were also all kinds of little recipe cards. This one's bent. Just some bonus ephemera. Recipe collections from General Foods Consumer Center. Oh, it was an order form to order more little recipe books. Some of them are out of print. Probably now they're all out of print. Those are really cute. Very, very like 70s vibes from this. And this, look at the font. And this book itself is 1973. Well, this is the 3rd edition, so 1975. So all the Jello recipes you could ever want. Oh, look at that though. Yep, definitely 1970s. Look at those haircuts. A wedding. Some tea, I guess. Wouldn't you like to have tea with some Jello on a pile of lettuce? No. Look at that. You got the little like very 70s colors and little swirls. Oh yeah, that's some special stuff there. Yep. Fun with Jello. I picked up these playing cards. Cute little Santa on there. I figured, I do think I'm going to be putting together some Christmas packs with some of the items I've created, so this will definitely go in there. This little mushy box, little index card box was there. It is Syndicate Manufacturing. It's not in like super great condition. I'm gonna have to take off all of that tape and clean it up, but I thought it would look really cute holding some ephemera on my desk. Vintage Reader's Digest with this beautiful cover. That's kind of really all I get Reader's Digests for the most part. You can sometimes get some cute little illustrations out of them, but mostly I get them for the cover. This was a very unique find. I saw this and I wasn't sure what it was until I opened it. And these are old, like educational film strips. You've got diet, you've got introduction to genetics, and then the one that came in it, that's supposed to be in it, is the biological clocks, rhythms in plants and animals, and rhythms in human beings, animal classification, and human physiology circulation. So they are the old film strips that they would have used in science class. I don't know if you can see. So that is very, very, very cool. I don't know that I will use all of these here, so I'm sure some of these will end up on my Etsy at some point. If you're interested, leave me a message, leave me a comment. You can leave them a comment or a message here. You can email me, which is found in my About page, or through my Etsy shop, which is always in the description box. More cooking stuff. So this is Meta Gibbons Modern Encyclopedia of Cooking. Love that opening page, really cute. And these are definitely vintage, 1959 for this new revised version. Very cool. And they had volume 1 and 2. These Lily McGee little notepad with these shoes. Aren't those cute little slippers? These prayer cards, I think, are like from the Dollar Tree. But I thought these were nice. They're very large and floral. And you've got these lovely scriptures on them. Little encouragements. And then I have just books that are left. Lots of different books, but lots of very like vintage children's books or retro. This looks very 70s to me. Doesn't really have pictures, but I mostly got it for the cover. Yeah, 1970. They're a little bit mixed up here, so it'll go back and forth. This one is also a recipe book. It's from Lebanon. So I love getting these like local kind of church supper cookbook type things. Favorite recipes in the back. Oh, I guess it was just one page of that. But we've got all kinds of like local advertisements. Really cute. Another one, A Taste of Sheffield. These are all very small Maine cities. Sorry, I had to give some packages to the postman. I just thought that these would be some really nice filler pages. Again, I liked the covers as well, and I liked the local advertising in it. So, really cute. I got the Farmer's Wife cookbook. Love the cover of this one. Oops. And this one has a lot of ephemera in it. Lots of different, like, small little pictures and added things in here. They're all black and white, but that's really okay. They're still really cute. So that is why I got that one. It's from the Farmer's Wife magazine. That's cool. The binding is kind of coming apart a little bit. And then I do have a bunch of kids books. I think that's pretty much all that's left. I have a couple of these. One's Cabbage Patch Kids. I think this is 84. Yep. Just some great 80s images in here. Care Bears, of course. Now, I don't know how many. There we go, there's a Care Bear there. But there are a lot of images without Care Bears in this one. There's a little Care Bear. Cute. Oak and Company. Got a lot of great nature images in here. That's what I really liked about it. Loved that they were just like down the side. You've got like a full page and then you've got some down the side. Same thing here, a full page and down the side. I think that will work really good in a junk journal because you've got this great image, and then when you fold it over, you know, you've got your decoration here, and then the second side you can just put some writing space. Very cute. Mushrooms and squirrels and little pigs. Love it. There was this cute one. Look at this. Little Toot on the Mississippi. He's so cute. Found a lot of old ones. It's well, it looks like it's older than 1973, but it says 1973. But it's got some great, like, stylized images, stylized illustrations in here. Very cute. Little Golden Book, Richard Scarry. Everybody loves Richard Scarry. Those are great for fussy cutting, adding little characters to pockets and tags and things like that. I got this Flipbook. I don't know why I got it. I think this must have been one that my sister put in our little tote. Oh, look, it's a horse with wings. It's really cute. Farm animals. Thinking of my farm journals that will eventually come, of course. Just cute little animal pictures that I can use. Same with The Farmer in the Soup. $1987. There were a lot of great kind of like farm, country life activities in this book. Like pictures of farm activities. Some of them will look goofy, like, you know, who would want to push a cow up onto the roof? But I thought it was cute. This will have to go in some of my farm journals. Even if it's just like little fussy cuts of, you know, some of this here. Aww. Everything you do is always right, said the farmer to his wife. Cute. The Day Daddy Stayed Home. This is really cute. 1959. I just love the very simplistic illustrations in here. Very childlike illustrations. Cool. And it's definitely falling apart. It is ready to be put in a junk journal for sure. It'd be fun to put some of these in a winter journal for sure. Loved it. This is the Gollywhopper Egg. I don't even know. 74. I saw a lot of 70s style illustrations, which I love. Like, I love the colors in a lot of like 70s books. So I kind of picked some of these up for that, just because of the really lovely colors. They had a lot of like oranges and like neon pink almost, and yellows and fun stuff. So this has lots of lovely fun farm and 70s illustrations. Since the Wizard of WallabyWallow, which again, oh, so cute. 71. Really interesting. I like this. He's, I guess, pondering on all of the things that might happen to him if he drinks one of those potions. It just looked really fun and whimsical, and I loved the end papers as well. This one is Charlie Brown's AllStars. And this has had some love. This was, let's see here, first edition, 1966, Charlie Brown and the whole Peanuts gang. Or maybe it was only the first page that got colored on. I was thinking that there was more pages that had been loved on. Let's put it that way. But yeah, fun Charlie Brown stuff. Oh, and I saw this Teddy Ruxpin. This came out when I was a kid. Like, this was all the rage when I was really, really little. And what is this? 1985. Yeah, the year I was born. So when I was a little toddler, it was all Teddy Ruxpin. And my cousins, God love them, thought it would be hilarious. Like, when I was little, I was scared of anything that like wasn't supposed to talk, but it was talking. Like, they had a pull string Garfield and Nermal that like the eyes like opened and closed, and it would say stuff like from the Garfield show. And there was a Teddy Ruxpin, and it was the same thing. He just sat there. I think he had like buttons that it was like a panel of buttons that was built into the Teddy Ruxpin, but his eyes would open and close, and I think he would read stories. And my cousins used to love to chase me around with those things. And I think they thought it was some kind of aversion therapy, you know, like I would, or some kind of therapy to get me over it. Yeah, it wasn't. But I love my cousins, and I have since forgiven them a long, long time ago. But yeah, the Land of Grundo. This is so cute. It's very nostalgic for me. I love it now that I'm an adult, and now I can look back at it objectively. This caught my eye too. Tales of Mr. Pengachuza. Like, look at I love the font. I love the colors on this. I love this cover. In 1973. And it's got they're black and white, but I really like the illustrations in here. Look at that. It looks like he's in like the bayou or someplace like that. the Everglades. I want to read this before I like do anything to it, because it looks like a very fascinating book, something that I would have enjoyed reading when I was a kid. So I got this mostly for my kids, Encyclopedia Brown in the Case of the Midnight Visitor. I mean, I also love the cover. When we're done reading it together, I'll probably take this cover. Again, it's more 1970s stuff. There was just 70s stuff everywhere. Oh, last stock. Oh, Fairy of the Seasons. They had this, which, you know, it says Darcy May. When I looked at it, I was like, Cicely Mary Barker, but it's just reminiscent of Cicely Mary Barker. Very cute, though. Very, very cute. I think this is for my kids to read, too. My sister wanted to read this to the girls. No, they've never read James and the Giant Peach, but they might get a kick out of it. The House on East 88th Street. This is by the same author who did Lyle the Crocodile. Lovable Lyle. Again, more fun illustrations. I like those colors. Every couple pages you'll get a nice, like, colorful page. And speaking of Lyle the Crocodile, we got Lovable Lyle right here. Super cute. I'll find some lovely things to do with these pages. This one, Something Queer at the Ballpark, a mystery. Again, 1970s. And, you know, somebody loved on this one too. I think mostly the cover, like, it's just so nostalgic. The way that it's illustrated. I don't know, I just had to pick it up. Almost done, guys. Petunia by Roger Duvoisin, I think is what it says. I don't know, because he signed it here too, so I can't. He signed it the same way. Duvoisin, maybe? But look at this fun illustrations here. This is 1950. And it alternates between black and white and color illustrations. Another more farmyard stuff. I was just on a farmyard kick when I went. For Petunia. I don't know. In the end, it says she was filled with joy. So that's a happy ending. Moose, Goose, and Little Nobody. (1974). Oh, like just very 1970s looking. Look at that. Oh, you know what that makes me think of? Did anybody watch, I know this was before my time, but I still watched it because I love watching like older things. But did anybody ever watch the series called Hey guys, sorry about that. I'm gonna have to do some fancy editing on this video because I had to stop for the mailman to have him collect my packages, and then I keep getting phone calls. But anyway, I was saying that I loved this page because it reminded me of that TV show, the old one, with Patrick McGoogan, I think is his name, The Prisoner. Yeah, it reminds me of the village that he gets stuck in. If you want a trippy series, that's trippy. I dare you to make sense of all of it. But yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the illustrations. I love these great 70s color combinations and the tones. So much fun. Giants indeed. These are just interesting. Oh, yeah, I loved these pages here. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like The Little Prince. Very fun. The copyright is 1974. Where is Wallace? Story and Panoramas by Hilary Knight. There we go, now I'm in frame. This is 1964. Wallace is a cute little ape and he goes missing in this book. All kinds of crazy stuff happens. But like, look how like lovely and busy these pages are, and there's lots of detail. You know, there's like lots of stuff going on. I love it. It almost reminds me of like one of those Where's Waldo? Like the scene is like really busy and there's lots of places for your eye to go. Lots of little tiny details to notice about them. Some circus stuff. All kinds of fun, fun, fun. And the last book is one that I already have, but I kind of wanted extra pages because I love this Rosemary Wells style illustrations of Mother Goose. And it's crackly, almost like it has water damage, but I don't see any water damage. You know how sometimes pages will get that crackly kind of sound to them. But yeah, lots of fun stuff here. Lots of things to fussy cut. Love it. And that is what I have for you guys today. It probably ended up being a long video, but I'm gonna see if I can maybe do some fancy editing and shorten it a little bit, at least the more redundant parts. But yeah, guys, so exciting. One more Thrifty Thursday in the books. I'm excited to see all of you guys' thrifty finds as well. I love watching what you guys get, what people haul, and all the different kinds of things that you can find in different corners of the US and Canada, and I don't know, and I think there's some thrifty people from the UK and Australia, so yeah, very exciting. All right, guys, God bless, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.